over time it's gotten smoother and smoother, and now we're pretty much 100% efficiency, and we're going strong.
We're so excited to have you back on the show, as always. But Mike, I know you can't give away everything, but the big question has been, is Next Gen just going to be the same game but 2.0? What can you tell us?
It's absolutely not, Alexis, and I think that's something that we're so excited about, is that we've actually taken
the Magic on their way to the locker room earlier tonight. DePan is that. Well, tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Miami, advantage in one series. And, of course, the Orlando Magic. They're down in 8th place.
And, for the Heat, so much has gone right for them this season. They've needed some breaks to go their way, and it feels like they've gotten them all. Now they're poised for success in the playoffs.
They look to be a dangerous team. I wouldn't have thought that a few months ago, but now I'm a believer.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the point guard. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. Here's Butler. Here's Jones. The pass to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. Vucevic defending. Three-pointer. Butler. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players. Draft guys with great length and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
Out to the wing. Here's Nunn. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Fournier. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Outside, Robinson. Out to the right wing. Here's Nunn. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
Now, here is Robinson. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte. Well, their pass it to Robinson. Shoots over Fournier. That shot off the mark. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fast break. Here they come. A pull-up. And the jumper is good. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. 4-point game. They double him with Butler. Ennis kicks to Augustine. It's good. The assist that time for Ennis. Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid.
And it's Gordon missing. The Heat trail by 4. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Robinson against Fournier. Butler passes to Nunn. Clock at 6. Robinson for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Outside Gordon. Here's Fournier. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Fournier's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Magic leading by 4. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Augustine passes to Gordon. Second shot opportunity. Ennis dishes to Augustine. Fournier against Jones. Gordon, it's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. And the 3 ball is good. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Fournier against Robinson. Kept alive. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Ennis taking his time here. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Magic lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. James Ennis.
This will be a rotation player.
And with the importance of the 3 ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Carter Williams is out there with Markelle Fultz. Then it's Bamba. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Birch in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
The Heat trail by 5.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Well, Orlando shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
An absolute terror in transition. Even though Iguodala is a little older, he still possesses that impressive speed.
You look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Now here's Ross. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago, and that one drops for him.
You've got to make Ross a passer in that pick and roll. I mean, he's a better scorer than he is a playmaker.
Here's Dragic. They trail by 1. Scooped up. Silva, the pass to Leonard. It's deflected. Now here's Fultz. He's guarded by Dragic.
Like that explosion to the basket. Fultz can turn it on so quickly. He's past you before you know it. Quick as a hiccup.
Dragic with it. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Leonard. Unloads from 13. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Here's Crowder. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Crowder's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
You don't usually see him shooting the three. And the Magic lead by 2.
And you got to guard Fultz from this spot. I mean, when he has the space to fire from deep, he makes the defense pay.
To the wing right side. Dragic with a wide open look. And it's Miami with another.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Fultz. He started closer.
Love how attentive Fultz is. When one of his teammates has a better look at the basket than him, he gets the ball to him.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Pass to Leonard. Outside Crowder. There's Dragic with the 3. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, when he's going to the rack, he has his height set on jamming it down, Kevin. Tenacious throwdown by Fultz.
Here's Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Birch. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Carter Williams with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And it's 6 points for Mohamed Bamba.
You know, for a big man, Bamba does a nice job stretching the floor. I mean, he's capable from the mid-range and can go out to the three-point line, too.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And that's 11 points for Andre Iguodala.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Magic out in front. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed it. Was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. The biggest lead they were able to get out to. And that'll...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Andre Iguodala has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Jones is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. The Heat rebound. The shot, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs, and plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say, so you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in the game. It's very useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot block. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Miami. Fournier finds Gordon. And he goes right over Olynyk and slams it down.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Here's Nunn, headed by Augustine. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Here's Nunn, led by Augustine. Nunn passes to Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Robinson passes to Hero. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Markelle Fultz is checked in for the Magic. And Miami also making a switch. Leonard, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Dragic the pass to Hero. Kicks it to Olynyk. Pass to Butler. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Ross. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Hero. Leonard against Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Hey, it's pretty simple when Gordon is connecting like he is now. I mean, you got to keep getting the ball to him. He often takes high-quality shots.
And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's Dragic. Fournier pulls it down.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The wide open look here for Vucevic. They get it back.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
The Heat trail by 9.
Pick up the pace. Get the 2-for-1 here.
That's the way to go. Be quick about it.
Here's Hero. Good work there as it goes. Hero's got his second bucket. 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's Gordon penetrating. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, this is the problem Gordon poses for defenses, guys. I mean, very dangerous and athletic on these drives.
Good on both. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. Iguodala finds Crowder. Back to Iguodala from the arc. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Gordon, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Orlando ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings, and it's Fultz in at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Nunn. No good on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
When it comes to driving the ball inside, Ross is awesome. Remarkably quick and athletic. Knifes his way to the rim with ease.
Nunn passes to Silver. In the corner, Crowder with it. 6 to shoot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Friday, the New York Knicks coming to town, chipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. James Ennis comes in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And Miami making a change here. Robinson's checked in. The Heat trail by 14. Here's Jones. And some very quick points for him on that possession. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Right side, Gordon. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. What point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
Here's Nunn, guarded by Augustine, and stolen by Gordon. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Iguodala against Ross. And the pass to Nunn. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Magic lead by 18.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
1:43 left to play here in the fourth. The shot by Adebayo, no good. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 13-4 run right now. They get the rebound. Passes to Ennis. Got a piece of it. From deep. Hits it from three-point range. Ennis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Magic.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Aaron Gordon.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. Trailing by 19. Outside Leonard. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hero. Makes it off the glass.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now Carter Williams. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Clark. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
15 seconds left in the fourth. There's the pass to Leonard. Out left to the wing. Heat moving the ball around. Hero, no good. And that's an intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
And so it's Orlando taking this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
You know, we've actually taken the current gen version of the game and we split development between VC Novato and our studio in LA called VC South. And so they've done a great job just taking that game to the next level while the team in Novato is focused on the next gen version. You're going to find that the next gen game is going to be everything that you have in the current gen version, but just so much more in terms of like what you
and nothing. Well, you're right, DA. A big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Utah. They've had a great season and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
Right now for the Jazz, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. And for the Heat, they've got Robinson. Jones is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. Both these teams, Doris, relying tonight on the execution in their half-court game.
A little bit of a throwback, sort of an old-fashioned approach tonight. Don't worry, we're going to have plenty of highlights. It is the NBA. We know there are great players on both sides of the ball game, but how about this ability to execute under duress of a 24-second shot clock? It's going to be really interesting to watch.
Butler in the corner. Passes it to Adebayo. Buries it down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Left side, Jones. Shot clock at 5. Sinks the three-pointer.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And, boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. Gobert with the defensive effort.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Let's remember that Donovan Mitchell's first love was baseball. His father played in the minors, coached in the majors. Donovan himself was a star player in high school. It wasn't until he broke his wrist that he decided to dedicate himself to the game of basketball.
And Doris, you mentioned baseball where he played pitcher and shortstop. But Mitchell doing just fine, I think, in basketball.
No doubt, Kevin. He's come a long way since high school because back then he was a power dunker and defender. But his transformation into an elite offensive player in the NBA, this is just a credit to this young man's work ethic.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points last game. And Butler sends it back.
Terrific anticipation. Butler reads that play, sends it back.
For the Jazz, George Niang, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. So it's the Jazz now, trailing by 2. The pass to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. Not going to go that time.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
And no good, trying to use the glass. Miami leading by 4. Right side, Dragic trying to get open as Adebayo uses the glass to finish the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Dragic. It's stolen by Gobert. Moutier kicks to Niang. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Here's Hero. No good that time. And it's Utah the other way. Pass to Clarkson. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Goran Dragic.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
So both teams changing it up here.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Out to the right wing. Let's go. Miami no good on that time either. And here's Utah. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Niang. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Niang's got 5. The Heat trail by 3. Now Dragic, 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. And it's good, 2 points. Dragic has got his second basket.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
With 1 on the clock, Niang, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, you have to love the contest from Kelly Olynyk right there. He doesn't give an inch to his man. Love it.
At the one of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley.
He's one of my favorite players growing up.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Peyton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs. And credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustments.
Dragic is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Myers Leonard. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Silva in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Clarkson. And here's Ingles outside. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Miami trailing. Well, Doris, you look at Joe Ingles. He's quietly become one of the better small forwards in the NBA.
And he is the prototypical don't judge a book by its cover, because they call him slow-mo Joe or average Joe. But dig a little bit deeper. This guy is a quality playmaker and a knockdown shooter.
Here's Davis. The Heat getting the bucket. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson against Leonard. Niang. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Really good execution by Jordan Clarkson. As a coach, you're always looking to maximize your team's consistency. That's good offense.
Dragic with it. Now defended by Moutier. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist from Dragic. Iguodala's got his first points of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
Now here's Dragic. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Outside Leonard. That one a little long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The Heat with the lead. Iguodala with it. Plays it up and banks it in. Iguodala's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you love that Andre Iguodala seems to relish an opportunity to have contact and have to finish anyway.
And the Heat making a change here. Nunn's checked in. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Utah. Mike Conley comes in for Moutier. Here's Conley. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Conley's got his first basket.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
Here's Nunn. Conley grabs the miss. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Utah.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Here's Nunn following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here's the fast break. Here's Ingles. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries. A lot of competitors in this league, Doris, and you've got to be that way to play at this level. I know you have a list of competitors that you admire a lot.
It's those guys, Kevin, who have that insatiable desire to win. The guys who absolutely despise losing, who it almost hurts. It's painful physically. Giannis Antetokounmpo is driven to be great. He wants an NBA championship. LeBron James has got multiple titles and continues to pursue greatness. What I love about great NBA players, it's never enough, Kevin.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Olynyk kicks it out to Iguodala. Here's Nunn. Good on the triple. Nunn's got 5 points so far. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Niang, that's good. Niang's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
To the left side wing. Passes to Nunn. This one for 3. That shot off.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
So a tie game here as we finish the... Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They never trailed by more than 3 points. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And for the Heat, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his...
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's called about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Nunn passes to Butler. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. And Utah the other way now.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Here's none. Gobert with the block. Outside Conley. The pass to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Fires from deep. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Niang's checked in. A deep three from Butler. Again, the miss by the Heat. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said laying his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
From deep, Ingles buries it from 3-point range. Ingles has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this guy's a tireless competitor. What an answer from distance by Joe Ingles.
Pass to Hero. Over Mitchell. Hero, no good. Utah leading. Here's Ingles. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And you look at Jimmy Butler. He's about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes. Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's Niang. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Butler on the wing. Up top, Adebayo. Five to shoot from 12 feet out. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Butler in the corner. It's deflected. In transition, here come the Jazz. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Right wing. Three-pointer, Butler. And again, Miami with the triple.
Jimmy Butler's effectiveness as a scorer includes that three-point line. You've got to cover him out there.
From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Jazz shooting in this game, 45%. Jones is out there with Olynyk, and there's Iguodala. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in a point. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Robinson down low. O'Neal's there. And Robinson that time on the assist from Olynyk.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Iguodala, no good. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2. Here's Davis. Rebound by Olynyk. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to Jones. It's stolen by Davis. Jazz passing it around. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Moutier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Nunn, defended by Moutier. Outside, Jones over Davis. Rebounded by the Jazz. Clarkson bounce pass. Here's Gobert. Moves back up. Back to Clarkson. Passes it to Gobert. Clock at 6. Utah calls timeout. One of the most voracious rebounders per minute in the NBA. Ed Davis out of North Carolina. Terrific player.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. He put in a ton of time in the weight room. His Portland teammates actually used to tease him and call him Shirt Off Ed. He has bulked up and likes to throw his weight around inside now.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Heat. Jimmy Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Utah also making a switch. Ingles is checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Thank you, David. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
O'Neal kicks to Moutier. Pulls up from the corner. Again, the Jazz score. The Heat trail by 3. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Wow, Joe Ingles sends it back twice on the pipes. Big-time defensive play.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And both free throws good for Clarkson. He'd have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Nunn. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. My goodness, Joe Ingles, the poise and on point in a big-time moment.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Clarkson. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
A deep three from Leonard. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Mike Conley's checked in for Moutier. Here's Conley, and Jones sends it back. They retain possession. They recover it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Ingles has got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
See, I think you want more of this from Joe Ingles. He has the size and length to keep plays alive.
And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight.
We know this about Jimmy Butler. The guy has no fear. He delivers when his team needs it.
Conley for 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Butler dishes to Dragic. Outside, Jones. Offensive rebound. No good that time. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Conley. Ingles finds Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Good!
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
35 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Over Gobert. Up again. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Oh, Kev, Jimmy Butler loves to rise to the occasion, sticks it right in the defense's face.
16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now here is Conley. 5 on the clock. He kicks it to O'Neal. From deep three-point range, the shot misses. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 3. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This win, such a tremendous... All right, David, thank you.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
In terms of like what you can do, the breadth of the title is so much more.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You look at the Jazz, advantage in one series.
And seeing where Utah is, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
A look at the Magic starting group. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. We see these two teams dealing with injuries right now, Steve. How much do you think that's going to change things tonight here?
I think it's going to change a lot. I think the style of play, you're going to see more guys off the bench get more minutes. And I think it's going to come down to if they can control the pace and also if they can make shots, some of these other guys.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Skying high, one of his advantages as a undersized 4.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Conley with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Gobert can't hit. Gordon against Mitchell. 13 feet away. And it's Gordon missing. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. From deep Ingles. Orlando grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor no matter what you do. And it seems like your opponent does it better.
You know, they were reacting rather than dictating. I thought they played scared all night.
Augustine, that's good.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
Ingles trying to get open. Nice shot by Gobert.
The evolution of Gobert's offense, much more fluid now at that end.
Gobert against Bamba. Chalk up 2 there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
The Magic have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Gordon kicks to Bamba. Passes it to Ennis. He dishes it to Augustine. He had stolen by Ingles. Conley surveying the D. And stolen by Fournier. And now Orlando on the break. And it's Gordon missing. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. And that one, good. Gobert's got his second bucket.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Fournier passes to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Conley. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
Augustine dishes to Bamba. And the layup's good off the glass. Bamba's got 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Conley. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Fournier passes to Ennis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz trail by 4. Mitchell left side. The Jazz with another miss. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Gordon. Bamba. Pass to Augustine. Fires for 3. It's not going to go for him. So Utah will take it the other way. Takes the 13-footer. Bank shot. No good. And it's the Magic's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Fournier against Mitchell. Now, here's Bamba. He has 6. O'Neal with the rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Magic. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder is quick.
You're very lucky to have a coach like that.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Mohamed Bamba. Markelle Fultz out there with Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Davis puts it in.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Niang, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now here's Fultz. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Tips it, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
That's tipped, and they get it back. Ross with a wide open look, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Jazz trail by 8. Davis with it. Bamba picks him up. And Gobert gets to Clarkson. Here's Niang. Offline with his 3. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Bulls. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Ross finds Vucevic. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Here's Niang. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Back to Ross. And the pass to Bamba. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Moutier. Davis dishes to Moutier. Pass to Niang. Here's Clarkson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovic, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in-between, Steady. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's the Magic with the ball. For 3, Ross. They get it again, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. O'Neal's got his first 2 points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Moutier looking around. Pass to Ingles. Launches a three. Another shot. Moutier kicks to Clarkson. Takes a three. Sinks the triple.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Magic leading by 9. Vucevic to the pass to Fultz. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. So it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Jazz. Clarkson. Pass to Moutier. Here's the three. And Utah, another three. Orlando, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Here's Birch. Ingles covering, and he makes that one. Birch has got his second basket of the game.
Just taking what the defense allows, and that's a shot he'll make all night.
Here's Moutier.
And how active has Fultz been on D? Not giving his man and...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They did jump out to a lead in the opening. Thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Conley with the 3, hits the 3-point bomb. Conley's got 6.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Bamba passes to Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game, Aaron Gordon, still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower paced system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Doesn't go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz trail by 7. Back to Conley. The tray. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Fournier with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. And it goes down 2 points. And the Magic lead by 9.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
And Utah making a change here. Niang's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Evan Fournier.
And sort of known for that crazy win. Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard.
Augustine finds Gordon. And here's Conley outside. Here's Gobert. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gobert's got 6 points.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Carter-Williams dishes to Bamba. Stolen by Mitchell. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity for 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
They're D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Bamba kicks to Augustine. Over Conley. Here's Bamba. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Bamba's got 4 this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Conley's shot is off.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
I like this. I really do. He recognizes the mismatch, simply rises up and fires.
The pass to Mitchell. Here's O'Neal. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Bamba. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
A defense unto himself. Rudy Gobert regarded by his team as the Utah Jazz version of Bill Russell.
And Smitty, the standing reach of Gobert, 9'7". He's around the rim before he leaves his feet.
Yes, Kevin, the most efficient shots in basketball are dunks and layups, and he makes them hard to come by.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Royce O'Neal. Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. There's the triple. Here's Ross. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Magic moving the ball around. Three-pointer Augustine. Great positioning on the putback. And now a 9-point Orlando lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 9 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
On the wing, Gordon. He's guarded by Davis. To the inside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Ross grabs the board.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Clarkson.
And the quick feet of Fultz are a problem for the defense, especially when he takes it strong to the hole.
And so it's Orlando in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. Ross is the 3 with Gordon at the 4. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Birch in at the center.
Last season, Mike Conley became the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points scored. He was already first in assists, steals, and three-pointers.
Birch kicks to Fultz. Here is Ross. Here's Birch. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Fournier, that's for 2. That shot misses. The Jazz go the other way with it. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1. And Smitty, when it's all said and done, Mike Conley's jersey has to go in the Memphis Raptors.
Absolutely. Over a decade in a Grizzlies uniform. He helped lead them to the best years in franchise history.
Here's Gordon. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
and some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Now Mitchell passes it to Gobert. Top of the key, Clarkson. Outside Conley, 6 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post. Conley's got 15 points in just the second half.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taken advantage of what the defense allows.
Ross, that's good.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Pass to Mitchell. Now, here's Ingles. Here's Gobert, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that one bounced their way. But, guys, the rebounding disparity has been stark. They are minus 10 in that category.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Clarkson. Orlando also making some changes. Bamba comes in for Cam Birch. And it's Ennis in for Fultz.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Gobert. That one misses. Gordon with the defensive effort. And it's Ennis, top of the key. Pulls it up. And it's Gordon missing. Jazz trail by 4. O'Neal dishes to Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
The length of Gobert causes the defense plenty of problems. He's very clever at drawing fouls on his shots.
TJ Augustine's checked in for Ross. Both good from the line that time. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. It's Fournier on the wing. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
.157 left here in the fourth quarter. Bamba kicks to Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes. Count it. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is what you want to see more of from Bamba, making an effort to share the rock.
Outside Conley. 3-pointer. Gobert trying to get open. Kept alive. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Now the pass to Bamba. Fournier dishes to Bamba. 3-pointer Augustine. Ingles with the rebound. Utah trailing here. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Left side Gordon. And here's Conley outside. Rebound by the Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Bamba. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
The youngster's not going to buckle or fold. Donovan Mitchell is not afraid of the moment.
Here's Ennis. It counts! And here is Conley.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Here's Mitchell. And the 3 off target. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. Bamba passes to Gordon. Feeds it to Fournier. Bamba kicks to Augustine. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. No good on the three. And now Utah, fast break from deep. The shot, no good. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. upper and lower body fluid, and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
There's so much more content, so much, it just feels completely different. So it's a very different beast, and if you have the means, I highly recommend to all our fans to save up for that next gen version, because it's going to be a great one.
Now, Mike, with all this new technology, what does that mean for gameplay in NBA 2K21 for the next generation?
Yeah, and that's, whenever we
The nighttime activity on Ocean Drive here in Miami. Just now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Butler.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
A look at the Magic starting group. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. And for Miami, Jimmy Butler is out there with Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point guard.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
They grabbed their own miss. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. Miami grabs the miss. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Yeah, without the scoring they got from that second unit, that is not a game they would have won. They needed every one of those points that they got off the bench.
Brent, talk about the length of the season. Commissioner Silver is also considering proposals to shrink the season. What do you think?
I think it'd be interesting, and I'm not sure financially how the league goes back from an 82-game season and ticket sales and revenue and television and how they kind of unwind what it is they've agreed to. But 70 games to me in terms of the competition, Kevin, in terms of the elevated play of the star players on a nightly basis, the fact that you probably get stars to appear in every game and not be sat out for load management and things like that, I think overall it'd be pretty healthy.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Butler trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Charlotte.
And the quickness on the drive, Butler showing how lethal he is cutting to the basket.
Gordon, that's in. Augustine with the assist.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And stolen by Fournier. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. And the basket by Gordon.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's none. Guarded by Augustine. Robinson dishes to Jones. Stolen away. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Out to the right wing. Here's Adebayo. Sinks that one from the post. 1:52 left in the first. Jones against Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Robinson for 3. The shot, no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. And it's Gordon penetrating over Jones. The pass to Ennis. Back to Gordon. Count it. Gordon's got 8 points.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Ennis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's none. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. Butler on the wing. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 rebounds tonight. Orlando making some changes. Pass to Fultz. Now Bamba. Here's Birch. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, The other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And then overpower. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Hero, Iguodala out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Dragic, and it's Olynyk in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Here's Hero. That one wide left.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Olynyk with the steal. Iguodala with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Fires from the wing. Dragic on the follow. Here's Carter Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Birch's shot's good.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Pass to Olynyk. Here's Hero. Here's Dragic, guarded by Fultz. Dragic, the pass to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
Passes it to Birch. He kicks to Ross. And here is Carter Williams. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Birch has got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
And the pass to Olynyk. Fires for 3. It's good from long range. Olynyk's got 5 now.
And listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
Orlando moving the ball around. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Fultz. Bamba controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Magic lead by 9.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. Unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
It's stolen by Fultz. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Magic. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The Heat have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Iguodala. Lays it up off the glass. Iguodala has got his first points of the game.
Got to watch Iguodala down there, slipping around and capable of finishing in that spot.
Well, all good things must come to an end. Iguodala was shipped out from the Warriors last year to clear room for D'Angelo Russell. Traded to the Grizzlies to make room for the Warriors in the Russell deal. Ultimately, I think we'll have a great legacy for his time with Golden State.
Crowder finds Dragic. Back to Crowder. 5 to shoot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Fultz. It's stolen by Dragic. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. Here's Birch, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Fultz really sees the floor well, and an efficient guard who shares the ball.
Iguodala outside from 13, and Bamba pulls it down.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Gordon. It's stolen by Dragic. And Dragic with a clear path to the hoop. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Magic making a change here. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. James Ennis comes in for Cam Birch. Evan Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Butler, no good.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And up the court come the Magic on the break. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. And the layup's good off the glass. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Orlando. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, what a start it was for Aaron Gordon. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3. Talent coming from everywhere these days, Brent, including the developmental league. The G League has done a wonderful job of watching players develop there and then vaulting them up to the big league.
And I think last year, Kevin, the numbers were that more than half the players in the NBA had spent some time in the G League. You want to talk about that league coming along with massive. And what you're seeing, too, over the past few years, Kevin, is people doing a great job of using the G League a lot better. Not just experimenting and lab ratting what that team is about, but really well thought out player development instincts for guys on their team rather than just practicing and traveling and sitting and watching games. You're watching guys go play a game in the afternoon and then coming up to the NBA level and participating in an NBA game that night. That's going to go a long way to make guys in the early part of their career take the necessary strides in a lot quicker than they normally would.
This two-way contract has been a wonderful addition.
Except if you talk to their agents, Kevin. Yes, it's been very good for the control of an organization to find that kind of talent.
And they continue to control the glass.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Olynyk, he's checked in for Jones. And Hero subbed in for Robinson. And a change for the Magic. Carter Williams is checked in. Gordon. It's good again and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Nunn passes to Butler. Hangs home the trifecta. Butler's got 9 points.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
And Fournier kicks to Carter Williams. Fournier pass to Gordon. Down low. Magic moving the ball around. Shot clock at 2. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Heat trail by 5. Here's Hero. No good with the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Adebayo. Baseline try. And Olynyk kicks to Adebayo. Outside Butler. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The drive by Gordon. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
1:57 left in the third. Olynyk in the corner. There's the triple. Rebound by the Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Fournier's shot is off.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Jimmy Butler with the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Nice touch there near the hoop.
Orlando leading by 7. Here's Carter Williams. Makes it off the glass.
Carter Williams looks like he's floating out there, but has that deceptive first step.
Right side, Butler with the shot. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. The shot's good from Fournier.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Passes it to Nunn. Releases. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Evan Fournier.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First free throw is good.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
And no good, but he tries to maintain control. He was fouled, and he'll shoot 2 at the line.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Crowder finds Dragic. On the wing, Iguodala. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight. Gets it off. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Orlando. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Dragic. He's out there with Iguodala. Myers Leonard is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Silva in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Bamba's shot is off.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They have a 9-point lead. Deep 2 from Ross. Tries again. Back to Augustine. Just 4 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The free throw drops for Augustine. Jones checked in for the Heat. Robinson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And a change for the Magic. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Mohamed Bamba. Each year, so many coaching changes. Brent, do you feel they generally get too much blame when things go wrong?
I don't know if blame is the word, Kevin. That's just the easy out for a lot of organizations that want to make some changes. The main thing that's frustrating, I think, for the coaching fraternity is patience. You have to be realistic about the potential of your team and how much time it takes to grow what it is that coach's culture is all about. That's where teams sometimes lose out and give up on somebody a little bit early.
But these guys go into it eyes wide open.
Oh, there's no question about it. And really good coaches in the NBA know that it might not last all that long. So they're going to be who they are. That's who you want to hire. Hire a coach who knows exactly who he is, both coming in the door and walking away.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Robinson finds Dragic. Outside, Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Dragic.
And that's a devastating shot for the defense. Dragic simply rises up and knocks that one down as the shot clock was winding down.
Augustine, and he uses the glass on the layup. Augustine's got 4 points this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Dragic with a wide open look. Again, Dragic missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Fultz, and finished off by Fultz.
And the speed of Fultz is leaping. When he has a full head of steam, he's looking to tear.
No, he didn't. Well, you love guys shooting those. That cat don't hold the ball. Let it rip.
That is amazing. And he banks in the layup. And the Magic lead by 15.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Here's Robinson. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Ross dishes to Gordon. Augustine against Jones. Augustine, no luck. Miami's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Magic.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Aaron Gordon.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Here's Dragic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, Dragic was not going to be denied on that possession. A fiery competitor, and they needed that bucket.
Dragic against Augustine. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Oh, the power on that fruit!
Unreal.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And so it's Orlando taking this one.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. benefits to this game, resulting in unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
You know, whenever we have a new console year, that's something that always excites us as developers because we're always able to look and kind of dream bigger. And for us, it just meant, you know, faster processing. It meant more memory. Just the ability to do things that we couldn't do in last generation. And so for us, I think the big next step you're going to see is just immediately when you play the game, it's going to feel completely different. From there.
The Heat came into the building looking sharp, but it's going to take... Thanks, D.A. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Look at Utah. They've had a great season. We'll look to extend that into the playoffs.
And seeing where Utah is this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball. So if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
So here's Miami's starting group. Jones is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point guard. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Gobert. Baseline J on the way. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. And Smitty, you talk about players who can just be vicious to the rim. Wow. Derek Jones is on that list.
Yes, he can dunk the ball with so much force. You feel the building shake. So scary when he's coming down the paint to catch a pass because of his insane leaping ability. I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Pass to Ingles. Mitchell outside. Conley for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
Mike Conley makes just enough of these to keep the defense honest.
Butler from outside. That doesn't go either for Butler.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
The Heat have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Nunn, covered by Conley. Charity stripe shot. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Adebayo's got his second bucket.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Mitchell's shot is good.
Boy, how valuable is Donovan Mitchell. Having him in the fold sets up this team moving forward.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Fires from deep. It's Butler that time on the assist by Robinson.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Mitchell finds Gobert. That one falls.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Here's Adebayo. Gobert with the block, and he's able to get it back. Robinson for 3, and out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Let's go to our 2K leaderboard. These are the NBA's Swiss Army knives. Big men who give you a little bit of everything, including assists. These are the best passing centers and power forwards since the All-Star break. 4th, Bam Adebayo.
And these are some of the most complete players
in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
Whether starting to break with a fantastic pass or kicking it out to a wide-open teammate, these fellas have a knack for passing the basketball.
And he knocks down the first one.
Really a sponge. Donovan Mitchell watches a ton of film, accepts coaching, and applies it. A big part of his rise to stardom.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Niang after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Takes a three. And it's Miami with the rebound. And the early success of Mitchell speaks to his ability to absorb and take coaching.
Yes, credit that coaching staff, putting him in position to succeed, helping him also to develop. His decision-making is growing game by game.
So it's Utah now, the Heat getting the bucket. Mudiay looking around. Mitchell in the corner, beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. For Miami, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. To the left wing, here's Hero. And the Heat, another three.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Clarkson against Iguodala. Over in the corner, Mudiay. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Mudiay, no good. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Iguodala, wide open. And there's the pass to Hero. The three. And the Heat, another three. Just 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And
back to the action after this word. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the end.
The ups and downs of injuries.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Jazz, they've got Davis. Mitchell is out there with Mudiay. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Niang in at the 4-man position.
He was a part of that terrific draft class in 2017. Donovan Mitchell was somewhat unheralded, but may turn out to be the best of the bunch.
Three-pointer, Crowder, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
Here's Niang. No good on that one. And the Heat going the other way now.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
Mitchell outside. Fires the three. The Jazz with another miss. Miami leading by 6. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Here's Hero. Off target from outside.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Mudiay. Mitchell's got 4 this quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Passes to Silver from the arc. Moutier with the rebound. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Mitchell. And it's Dragic with the rebound. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 4. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Hero, covered by Mitchell. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for George Niang. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier.
Where you always have confidence in the Heat organization is at the top. Pat Riley with 9 championship rings as a player, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, and as a team president. He knows how to win from every perspective. He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Conley kicks to Clarkson. Back to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. O'Neal misses. You're right, Steve. You look at Riley's career, most people are just looking to accomplish one of the things he's done.
Kevin, he has a great mind. He's incredibly driven. He understands how to motivate people, and he understands what's important to focus on.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Ingles. Shot to stop the run. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Nunn, covered by Conley. Nunn, that's good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Gobert. Here's Ingles. And it's Miami with the rebound. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Nunn. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Nunn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Nice shot by Gobert.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Outside Leonard. Robinson passes to Nunn. Good work defensively by Conley.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Here's Clarkson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's exactly what Conley is out there to do. Love how he sets his teammates up.
Miami leading by 13. Shot from 12. And that one comes up a bit short. The wide open look here for Ingles. Drills it from outside. Ingles has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
Love how seriously Conley takes his defense, closing out on shooters whenever he's nearby.
And so it's Miami with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They took over in the second. And
we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half. They've got Jimmy Butler. Adebayo is out there with Jones. Then it's Robinson, and it's Nunn in at the 1.
Mike Conley is incredible in transition, using his ridiculous speed to beat everyone down the court.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Here's Robinson, and it's off the back rim, no good.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him. You know, he stands 6'3", but Donovan Mitchell's 6'11" wingspan more than compensates. He has the tools to be an elite two-way player.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Clock at 6. Back to Conley. A second chance effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And look at the physical profile for Mitchell. A world-class athlete.
And it's his aggressiveness for me that puts him over the top. Doesn't shrink from the big moments. He embraces that spotlight.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Davis comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's George Niang in for Royce O'Neal. Dragic kicks to Olynyk, pass to Butler. This one for 3. Miami no good on that time either.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket for Mitchell.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
And Dragic has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Dragic has got 5.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
The pass to Gobert. And the layup is good. He's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dragic against Conley. It's Dragic with the drive. Banked in off the glass. And the Heat lead by 5. Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford. He gets those timely tip-ins.
He does. You're right.
And look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
Iguodala, the pass to Dragic. Off target from three-point range.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
Here's Butler. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
Gobert down low. Olynyk is covering. Conley against Dragic. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Davis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Butler from outside. Good on the triple. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Niang. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. 17 points was their biggest margin. Dragic with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And the baseline jumper, no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Conley finds Gobert. Here's Niang. Hits it from three-point range. Niang's got his first 3 points of the game.
Poor defense there. That's his bread and butter. You have to crowd him out on the perimeter.
Dragic against Conley. Passes it to Iguodala. A three-pointer off the mark. Jazz trail by 3. It's tipped. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Butler. The rebound by the Jazz. Niang's got his 4th rebound in this one. With 4 seconds on the clock, and Mitchell with the layup. Mitchell's got 14 points.
Mitchell doing a good job. In order to have a chance in this league, you've got to be able to score. He's done that tonight.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the 3rd quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether...
And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Miami ahead, up by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Cloutier out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in it for 3. That's the group right now for Utah.
Rudy Gobert has incredible length. When he's driving, he just rises up over the defense.
Here's Crowder. Here's Adebayo. Shoots the 3. That shot is off. And Utah the other way now. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second. Oh!
He went. That was nice. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Launches it. Utah with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Basket counts.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Heat trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And slam dunk by Gobert.
What a game for Rudy. We don't expect this every night, but it's an encouraging sign.
Pass to Nunn. Lets it go with the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Cloutier. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Here's Moutier. And the basket by Ingles. And the Jazz lead by 4.
Right there, it's who wants the basketball the most. And it's Joe Ingles creating the extra possession.
Here's Nunn. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Now, here's Ingles. 6 on the shot clock for the 3. The shot missing. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Heat moving the ball around. Hands with the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Mike Conley's checked in for Utah. Heat also with the sub. Robinson's checked in, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Ingles can't get it to go. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Miami trailing. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Butler on the wing to take the lead. Miami keeps it going. A new 14-second clock.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. That one good for 2. And that's 12 points for Mike Conley.
You know, when they're searching for a basket, they look to Mike Conley to deliver. He's never rattled in big moments.
Conley against Dragic. Right side, Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Conley, the pass to Clarkson. Ingles trying to get open. And that one good from Clarkson.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And Butler puts up a deep 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 1.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tipping.
Conley with it. Jones covering. Pass to O'Neal. Clarkson surveying the floor. The pass to Gobert. Money!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Outside Robinson. And a miss there on the triple. Lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Stepping up big. Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He's an ultra-quick lefty with a great feel for how to run a team. Mike Conley is a tremendous asset for this franchise.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're down by 3. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And so it's Utah who scraped by to the win. What a show they put on here. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
completely different. From there, we're able to just add so much more on top of that to make it feel.
Coming up next, the Magic taking on the Jazz. For Orlando, hanging on to the 8th position in the East. They want to keep that playoff.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everyone, to Noche and... It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Magic. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that.
And when I look at Orlando, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Moutier in at the 3 spot. And for the Magic, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the small forward position. And he recovers it. Conley inside the line. It's hauled in by Gordon. On offense, here are the Magic. To the paint, here's Bamba. Gobert with the defensive effort. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now when you look at Mo Bamba with his size, around 7'1" in height, Clark, the longest wingspan, arm span ever measured at the combine, he can dominate inside.
And you know what, guys? The scary thing is he's got room to fill out. He's got room to add good muscle and weight to that frame. And once he does, he's going to be a nightmare to deal with. And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Ingles can't get it to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Outside Fournier. Now here's Ennis, defended by Moutier. Just 5 on the clock. Fournier passes to Gordon, stolen by Conley. And here we go, Moutier heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Gobert the pass to Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
The shot's good from Fournier.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights-out long-distance shooter every season he's been in the league.
Conley dishes to Gobert. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Conley. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 5. Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
Moutier kicks to Gobert. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell in the corner, a 3-ball. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Fournier the bounce pass. Gordon against Ingles. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
When you look at Bamba, he has extraordinary length. And because of that, he's able to finish over most defenders.
Ingles passes to Gobert. Over Bamba. Gobert can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
He's off on that one, so Orlando will take it the other way. And Fournier kicks to Augustine. Off target with his three. Outside Conley. Here's Mitchell. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Rudy Gobert.
Every year I want to keep getting better.
Well, and as a competitor, this is what you should be thinking. And Greg, you should be talking about winning a title.
For sure. I mean, it'll take a lot of work, but Gobert sounds like he's up for the challenge of proving the doubters wrong.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
They've got Michael Carter-Williams. Also, Markelle Fultz out there. Terrence Ross is out there with Vucevic. And it's Birch in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
Davis with the bucket.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Pass to Carter-Williams. And Davis sends it back. Now, here's Mitchell. He's tightly guarded. The layup missed. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
Here's Birch, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
The Jazz with another miss. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Orlando. It's a 3-point game. Carter-Williams lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Carter-Williams has got his first points in this one. O'Neal passes to Davis. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Niang. It's rebounded by Carter-Williams. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And they take the lead. And the Magic lead by 1.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Clarkson. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Vucevic. Ross passes to Birch, and that one is stuffed right through.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Mitchell finds Clarkson, looking to end the run. A minute 42 left to play here in the half. Outside for Davis. Fires the 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Fultz the pass to Ross. Here's Birch. No good on the triple. Jazz trail by 3. Passes it to Clarkson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
The Magic have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Fultz. There's the pass to Carter Williams. Now Ross. His last outing, he had 24 points. Mitchell outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Fultz. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Fultz has got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic.
You know, Fultz has a nice feel for when to let the mid-range J go. I mean, showing a real desire to make this a deadly part of his game.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Ross passes to Birch. Back to Ross. From deep. Rebounded by Clarkson. Utah has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And he uses the glass on the layup. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Man, I like the quick catch and release from Fultz. A confident shooter who's ready to fire as soon as he catches it.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They never trailed by more than 3 points. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Moutier in at the 3, the small forward. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. And all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
The great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Clark, last couple years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge, a gigantic weapon for a lot of teams who live by it and die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
And they'll keep possession. Pass to Bamba. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Here's Moutier, makes it off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 2.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to Gordon. Lobs it up. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Engel. The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Ingles against Gordon. 6 to shoot. At the elbow, it's Bamba. Over Gobert. And that one hits back iron.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Hits out that one from Ennis.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Utah leading. Moutier finds Ingles. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Ennis, defended by Moutier. They get it back.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Out to Conley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 7-point Jazz lead.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one. Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Conley inside the line. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Ross is checked in for the Magic. Fultz comes in for DJ Augustine. Utah also making some changes. Davis comes in for Joe Ingles, and George Niang in for Moutier.
Look at Gordon knife through that defense, getting ahead of steam on his way to the basket and flushing that dunk home.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws here tonight. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
Utah leading by 5. Passes it to Clarkson. And here is Davis. Another shot. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Here's Fultz. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Jazz lead by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Gordon and Bamba the combo inside. And it's Fournier in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for George Niang. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Magic moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon, the pass to Fultz, and he converts the layup.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Ingles kicks to Moutier. Back to Ingles, and Gordon over to help. Gobert down low. Heaves against Bamba. Count that one. Gobert's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for Utah.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
The drive by Mitchell. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And whenever there's an opportunity to drive, Gordon just flies to the rim. Great quickness, breathtaking quickness.
And then Mitchell with the double.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
The Magic trail by 8. Right side, Gordon. Outside, Fournier. Orlando getting another chance here. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. And he gets it to go. 12 points for Mike Conley.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
He should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And it's Gordon missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Outside, Fournier. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Ross finds Gordon. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable of getting it going from anywhere now.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Conley gets the bucket.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Gordon kicks to Augustine. Here's Bamba. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Gobert down low. Covered by Bamba. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando will come the other way. Here's Gordon. And the lead is down inside single digits.
The inside is where Gordon is really most comfortable and effective. Very few defenders can get to a shot given how high he gets up on it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bamba trying to break free. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Gobert against Gordon. Gobert down low. Banked in off the glass.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
From deep three-point range, misses the shot. So we see the Jazz get the win here. They came in here and thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.